Regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Hart. Joining me in the booth, as always, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And it's the Warriors to start out. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Well, another season and largely the same results for the Sacramento Kings, Steve. Well outside the playoff picture in the West again.
Well, there was hope that with new coach Mike Malone, the team would make strides defensively. I think they did, but statistically they remained among the worst teams in the league. It takes time. You can't expect these changes to take effect right away.
And it's Collison that time on the assist by Andrew.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
It's taken away by Collison. And now the Kings fast break. Moving it up. Cousins, no one around him. And not sure what he was thinking there.
You know, for the Kings, defense has been the problem for a long time now. They've ranked 20th or lower defensively for the last 8 seasons. And in the bottom 3, the last 3 seasons run. That has to change if they're going to get better.
The Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. And Cousins kicks to Landry. And that one is hammered home. No challenge in the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish. And for the Kings, they were above average offensively for the last couple seasons, but until they lock down with the defensive end and learn to protect the paint, they're going to continue to have problems.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now, here's Curry.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Now Collison. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Cousins, the pass to Landry. Cousins trying to free himself up. Good D by Lee. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Iguodala, wide open. Hits the jumper in space.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gay sets the pitch, loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Cousins has got his first 2 points. Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins to a big 4-year contract extension, and he rewarded them with the best season of his young NBA career, setting career highs pretty much across the board.
Here's Collison. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Stauskas. Lee gets the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. And then Gay with the jam. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Thompson misses. Second minute's gone. 0-2 from Lee. The drive by Collison. Stauskas kicks to Cousins. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on David Lee.
Well, it's been something that a lot of people anticipated in the NBA, and they've been waiting for it to happen. And some teams have been fearing that it would happen, but last season, Cousins became the center that the Kings hoped he would be when they drafted.
Some changes for Sacramento. Jason Thompson is checked in for Landry. Terry comes in for Stauskas. And it's McCallum in for Darren Collison. Here is Livingston. Barnes dishes to Livingston. Expanding his range. The shot misses. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. With Cousins, there always seems, Steve, to be some mental hurdles with him, as well as not being as efficient as you would have hoped to see. But as you said last season, it kind of came together.
It did. I mean, the talent has always been there for him. Just remember how young he is. And so as he continues to grow and develop and mature, he's got a chance to be an elite center in this league. I thought last year he took a big step forward.
Oh, boy, it looks like he was injured there.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see in a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
The wide open look here for Terry. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Spates against Thompson. Spates kicks to Green. Shoots. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Now here's Terry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Offensive rebound. Thompson. Great tee that time from Green.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
Livingston passes to Spates. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer no good. The Kings leading. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's McCallum, covered by Green. On the wing, Jason Terry. All alone. And that one comes up a bit short.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Out to the right wing. Barnes dishes to Green. Goes up on the wing, and the shot is good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
So difficult to get a shot off against this defense. They are really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponents.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Sacramento, Ben McLemore is out there with Collison. And there's Thompson. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Evans in at the power forward position.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. Bad turnover differential and free throw differential. Both things that have plagued this team.
Carl Landry's checked in for Sacramento. Stauskas comes in for Ben McLemore. The Kings trailing. Pass to Stauskas. Shoots the 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Stauskas has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Kings.
And you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors. Not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, then you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Rudy Gay receiving laser eye surgery going into last season. His vision had been so bad, he was having trouble getting a driver's license. After refusing to wear contact lenses for years, he finally relented and had surgery. His vision has improved. It gave him a confidence boost. And Kevin, we'll see if it continues to yield dividends.
And now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Cousins. Doris, what's his status?
Well, guys, the Kings head athletic trainer gave me an update. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Curry against Collison. Outside Curry. Stolen by Collison. And Collison with a clear path to the hoop. It's down, but breakaway slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Hey, guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
They get it again. Here's Bogut. Some solid defense from game. Kings leading now by 4. Collison kicks to Stauskas. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Stauskas has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Sacramento.
Darren Collison, a.k.a. DC, is more of a scoring point guard than a pure passing point guard. You know, it's interesting, his best assist numbers were in his first year in the league.
The Kings have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, making sure, Steve, everyone is in the right spot.
Exactly. And the way he keeps all 5 guys on the court working in perfect harmony is, I think, part of what makes him so valuable.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Steve. I mean, he's got a perfect understanding of the system at both ends of the court, and he's always talking out there. Any good leader is usually not only setting an example, but being verbal, too.
And for Darren Collison, Steve, an efficient score.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke for long range. Also the ability to play the pick-and-roll game and finish around the rim. Very dangerous player with his quickness.
Releases. Stauskas' shot is off.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
Releases from 15. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Bogut. Sacramento's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. A try by Collison. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Last season, Darren Collison again backing up Chris Paul, point guard Clark, and like he had in New Orleans and again had to step in